Alrighty, welcome aboard, everybody. Watch Commander here. Welcome to the longest running watch show in the world. We've got an incredible show for you. Incredible. I mean, with some of the hottest, the latest, the newest, the cream of the crop, rarest. I don't even know where to start, except I want to get started. That's where I know to start. I mean, where you don't know, it's like, I mean, I am super, super excited for this particular hour right here. I mean, how many times have we seen Omega? How many times have you seen Breitling in the last, 5 to 10 years? I mean, we don't get them all the time. We don't get them all the time. And we have a special edition, not even in the marketplace, special edition Baltica. First time ever seen. And we're going to be bringing that up also. But I want to go ahead and get in and let's get going because it's only an hour show. And what's going to happen is all of a sudden the show's going to be over with. So let's go ahead and go to this first item and check this out. This is hot. Look at this. Now, like I told you before, or, if you've been listening to me for the last few years, even like the last couple months, what have I been telling you? I've been telling you about how the companies are starting to do, and they've been doing this for a while, but they're really starting to do these different colored bezel and dial kind of combinations that you actually see of this watch right here. If you notice, it's like it's a blue dial with the black bezel. Do you see that? With the black subdials? Usually they don't, they usually make black dial, black subdials, black bezel, okay? And this one is totally different. As you can see, it's actually got a combination, and this is really what's hot. Johnny, can you show that Longines real quick? Show that Longines real quick so I can give you an idea of what's like the hottest thing in the industry right now and what's happening, okay? And what they're doing is, and it's funny because the biggest companies are doing it. Breitling is doing it. Omega, I just showed you, is doing it. Longines is doing it. And the special edition from Oceanaut. We're thinking about doing it, but they decided not to do it. And we got our hands on some special, never seen before, never been in the marketplace before, Oceanaut Balticas. And hail to the king, number one bestseller, number one best-selling watch from Oceanaut. Number one best-selling brand is Oceanaut on my show for almost 2 decades, on and off television, in department store. Then to top it off, you're talking about the Baltica being the number one bestseller. That's the claim to fame for Oceanaut. And I'm gonna surprise you. Something crazy beautiful is gonna be coming up. The reason I'm showing you this, gang, is because then if you look at it again, okay, well, you're seeing it for the first time, but if you look at it, what I'm saying again is if you notice, it's a black dial with the red bezel. And they just started, everybody's starting to do this now. This is like the hottest thing. And it's funny because Oceanaut was going to do it and decided not to do it. So just to let you know, this is how special the special edition Baltica coming up is going to be. You know what, Johnny, let's do a preview real quick, and then we're going to go back to that Omega. Can you show the blue dial with the black bezel? Can you show that one? Gang, check this out. Now, don't put up the price yet. Don't put up the price yet because I wanted a little bit of a surprise. Here, let me go in the rooms and talk to you. Let me go in the rooms and talk to you while he's looking this up right here. I'm kind of changing the format a little bit of the schedule of the show here, but I just want to, I got to have some fun also, and I'm just so super excited. Here's that Omega I was talking about in the box. This is, you should see the huge box. I'll go get it. It's a huge box. It's like this big that comes with this watch right here. This beautiful Speedmaster. When was the last time we had Speedmasters, gang? Omegas, think about it. I want to show you a watch real quick. This is something that's going to be coming up a little bit. Give it a little time. I've got some beautiful brand new special goodies I want to get to. I'm really super excited to get to those. This one right here is something that we actually got from the vault of Oceanaut. This is one that didn't get in the marketplace. It's not going in the marketplace. It's literally one of the rarest production watches ever produced from Oceanaut, and we got our hands on a few pieces. I'm talking about both colors are like a handful, and that's it. And this is something that I was totally surprised with because I didn't even know that they actually were going to do the color combination like you see on the Omega, like you see on all the Tissot's. The Breitlings are doing it, Omega's doing it, everybody's doing it, but they decided not to. Don't ask me why, but they decided not to. Go ahead and look at this this watch right here and the color combination of what I've been talking about with the, do you see? And look at how beautiful that blue is, gang. This is the #1 bestseller. This watch literally that you're looking at right here, right now is a special edition, never seen before, ever seen before, bad boy. You talk about rare, it's one of the rarest production watches ever produced from Oceanaut. And the crazy rare part about this is it's not in the marketplace. It's not in the marketplace, not going in the marketplace. But look at how beautiful that Swiss gorgeous all bad boy right there. Oh yeah, hail to the king. And there it is right there. Get on the phone and grab that bad boy while you can. I know I'm gonna tell you the price. Just start calling up now. What I mean by that is that the price is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We shouldn't sell these less than $9.95. $9.95, gang, no reason to. There is not a place on the planet to get this, and it is one of the rarest Oceanauts ever produced, and Oceanaut being the #1 best-selling watch on my show for almost 2 decades now. And you've seen all the brands on my show. It's the #1 best. Ask anybody, ask any phone bank operator, what's the best seller, and they'll say the Oceanaut, and then they'll say, well, what watch? And they'll say the Baltica. It is. It is the claim to fame for Oceanaut, and this is all trademark, beautiful. And this watch right here, like I said, is not in the marketplace. All right, let's put up, you know what, you're going to have to wait for the price. You're going to have to wait. You know what, let's put up the price real quick, Johnny. Let's put up the price. We'll show the other color real quick. We'll show the other color real quick, gang, and then these are done. Just to let you know, if this blue one sells out, then get the black one. And the black one right here is also, they were going to come out with 2 colors on this, and this is something absolutely beautiful also that they actually did, and there it is right there with the blue bezel. It's funny because Planet Ocean is like Omega's best-selling watch, right? And what color is the Planet Ocean? What color is the Planet Ocean? Go ahead and put up the price on this one just to let you know. I will come back to this. I just want to get to a few other watches that we just got for the show, and this is our special. Look at that price. Gang, look at the price. Now, I'm telling you right now, and I'm very, very, very serious with this. These will be sold out. These will be gone. You can hear it in my voice. You got to realize Oceanaut is not something brand new that just popped out of the hat and you're just saying, and you're just like, oh, I wonder if this watch is any good. It's the #1 bestseller. This Baltica, well, not this one because this is rarer than rare, but let me go on the livers and talk to you real quickly, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off of these and get back to that Omega. But the bottom line here, gang, that's the best part about the show. It's the best part about Oceanaut. It's not something brand new just popped out of a hat. Talking about a watch right here that's been the #1 bestseller for over a decade and a half. Look how beautiful that blue is right there with the black bezel. Just absolutely gorgeous, gang. Look at that. I mean, this is, there's famous Breitling blue, there's famous Rolex blue, and we're talking Baltica blue. And this one right here, gang, I'll tell you something right now, this 44mm Swiss bad boy right here is something that when you get it to your house, you open up that box. It's about the same size as what it kind of looks, well, when I say it looks similar to, it's that racing theme kind of design, like the Omega Speedmaster, like your Rolex Daytona, that Swiss horizontal chronograph complication. But the bottom line here is it's about the same exact size as Rolex Submariner, Daytona Rolex Submariner, basically same case and different movement inside. But the bottom line here is it's more of the feel of the Breitling. It's more of the feel of the Breitling, gang. And look at that bad boy right there. Just absolutely love it. Super Ocean, or excuse me, the Planet Ocean, okay? Super Oceans for Breitling, Planet Oceans for Omega. Omega, Planet Ocean, just so y'all know. It's like they used to have the Omega Seamaster, which was blue dial, blue bezel. This is how the older ways of, when I say older ways, this is still the hottest way also, but this is, the Seamaster, blue dial, blue bezel. What they did with the Planet Oceans, what everybody's doing now, like the Longines, the Breitlings, even Omega, well, Omega's the one that's kind of, I didn't say, they didn't start it, but they really pumped it out with the Planet Ocean. And what Planet Ocean did was, just like this, very similar, black dial with an orange bezel. Black dial with an orange bezel, gang. And this one right here, if you look at it, it's got, and this is an electric blue that I'll tell you right now, you'll write me a letter just on the electric blue, the way the racing tachometer right there that you see right there, guys, on there. It's just beautiful because it's funny, in certain light, it'll look all black, and then in certain light, you'll pop out this crazy beautiful blue. And there it is right there. It's gorgeously done right here, right now. And look at the price, gang. There's no place on the planet to buy this watch at this price. There's no place on the planet to buy this watch at $895. And by the way, the Balticas, just so y'all know, are sitting right there just under $1,000. And the new Balticas, when I say the new Balticas, the new styled Balticas that basically just came out are $12.95. So just to let you know, gang, to get this right here, right now for that price, go ahead and show that blue, and then let's go back to the, and I'll tell you right now, this is one of the most beautiful blues you just about ever seen. And really, you can count on that one. That one I'll take and guarantee it's absolutely beautiful. Look at the stunning, stunning color on that. And I love the combination of the black. This is what's hot, gang. Go ahead and go back now to the Omega and check out this Speedmaster that we started the show with. Now, I wasn't even going to do the presentation on this, but I got carried away. And the reason is we don't get the Balticas all the time. We don't get the Balticas all the time, gang, and especially ones like you see right there. That watch right there that you just saw is not in the marketplace. It's not going in the marketplace. It's literally was in the Oceanaut vault. And these are the relationship the V Channel has with these brands. And the bottom line here is to be able to go into somebody's vault, brand's vault, and check out and see watches that basically only the president, VPs, the COO, you know, the guys and girls that are behind the scenes that are able to see. And then all of a sudden we get our hands on them. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is the reason why you tune in. So to get it, I mean, you got to realize Baltica is worldwide. Oceanaut's worldwide. I mean, it's been called the watch of Hollywood, the watch of celebrities for well over, what, almost 2 decades? I mean, your biggest stars, your Bruno Mars, your John Legends, your Michael Douglases, your Ryan Seacrest, you just name it, gang, all wearing and loving their Oceanaut. And I'll tell you something right now, most of them, it's Baltica, Baltica, Baltica. And this is something that you'll absolutely love. Now, this one right here, do you notice the Swiss horizontal chronograph also? This has got more of a pasty blue, was what I call more of a flat blue, was made like that, kind of like a texturing blue, but it is blue. And the reason I love that this was on the show also, if you look at it, because there's a color, if you look at the tachometer bezel, it's black, right? And then you look at the subdials, they chose not to put numbers and then put black subdials, but look at the blue dial. You never saw this before. You always saw black with black with black, or blue with blue with blue. You never see the color combination. And this one right here, absolutely beautiful, brand spanking new. You saw it all sealed up in the, I got to show you that box real quick. And this is something that we just got in. And this is something that, I just got to pop up. They said, can you show that blue Baltica, please? Can you show that blue Baltica, Johnny, real quick? The blue dial. The blue on the Baltica, I'll tell you right now.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome to Brand Central. Well, for I would say about 4 or 5 months now, we've been sharing with you the brand eGuard. We've had Elon, who is the lead designer and one of the owners of this brand, here on the show many times. He shared stories about these watches, gave such a great insight to the actual design process and how they come up with certain elements and what it takes to truly go from the drawing board until you and I are wearing and enjoying these watches on our wrist. So it's been wonderful to have him here at the show. We've really, really loved it. But one thing about so many of these eGuards, like this one, they're limited production, they're special edition, they're watches that we don't have many of. So I've been telling you over the last couple months, you know, don't forget, like, when it's limited production and we're dealing directly with the owner and they tell us they don't have any more, we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna be selling out of these watches. And well, that time has finally come. So today on the show, I'm going to bring you eGuard, lots of exclusives, some watches that you only saw here that never even hit the market that eGuard brought directly to us. And these are all timepieces that we're about to sell out of. So some of them might have 2, some might have 3. Hey, some of them might even have 5, but the thing is, it is the last of what you're about to see, okay? And the one we are going to start with is right here behind me. It's the Vantage timepiece. Now, this is one that we found out from Milan. Yes, it's limited production, but what do we know LP means? It means they're gonna make a certain number right now, like this one, for example. Let's see if these are actually numbered. These are not, but typically for eGuard, if they say limited production, they make 125 or 150, okay? And then after that point, they can decide Yes, we want to make more. No, we don't. Well, Elon gives us the scoop so we could share it with all of you. This one is limited production, but they decided they're not making any more. That it was a one-time build because of how difficult it is to source all the elements, everything that is needed for this watch. One-time build. So you're paying limited production prices, but essentially it's truly a limited edition, right? Really is a limited edition. And with this one here, you're getting so many fun features. Let me just point some of them out to you. This is your seconds complication. This gear that's rotating down here, actual seconds complication. Up here, you have your hour and your minute, and it runs off of this dial. Can you see these smoky gray markers? Runs off of this dial here. Now over here is your auto date. That's a magnified date window. When you see it in person, you can tell it's just because of the way that the camera's hitting it. But this is your magnified date window right here. And then this actually, believe it or not, is your 24-hour clock. This is it. And the way it reads is so cool because by the looks of it, you would think, oh, this spins or something. No, it doesn't. What it does, and this is such a great shot for me to show this to you, right here you have 3 different arches, right? You have these little numbers, then you have this middle line, and then you have the large one. What it is you have 1 through 8, and then you come up here, 9 through 16, and then you come up here, 17 through 24. And then over here what you have is this actually has 3 hands that bounce off of it. You'll be able to see it a little bit better in this shot. It appears to be a little dark, but you have these 3 different hands that bounce off. You have a short one, medium size, and then a longer hand. And so what it means, if you have the short hand going over, then you go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When it rotates, you have that medium hand, which is just about to come on the board, right? Right at the 9-hour marker right there. You have the medium hand that goes from 9 to 17, and then on there from 18 to 24. Or 9 to 16 rather. You know what I'm talking about. 8, 16, 24, you have your scales for the 24-hour. So rather than the window actually turning, you just have your hand right here that actually has 3 different hands that turn. Do you want to see this? It's a lot easier when you're able to see it in person and really get a good understanding of what this is. But it is eGuard. It's the last of the eGuard. Everything on the show is eGuard, and everything on the show is the last of the eGuards, okay? We are talking watches that are either down to the last one in stock or the last few pieces. So this one here, I'll go ahead and share it with you live so you can see the features that I'm talking about. eGuard talks about how this timepiece combines elegant class with the rarity of multiple complications. And I will tell you, anytime you have multiple complications on a watch, that only helps the investment factor. So see here, see those 3 different hands I was talking about? Right now it's the medium hand, so it's pointing over on the dial. Right around the 10-hour marker. And what happens if I take this crown out here for you? My nails don't always make it easy to adjust these crowns, does it? So if I take the crown out for you, and we spin this around, right? Not only is your main dial changing, but see how your 24 is changing as well? So when that hand goes off the dial of the 24, focus over here, then the next hand comes up. So it's on the 20, the 21, the 22, 23. As it gets over to 24, the short hand is going to appear. See it? Right there? It's on the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8, and then the next hand appears and goes on the second tier of numbers. So that's what you're looking at with the 24. Really, really unique, something I've never seen on a watch before. And to have it on this one makes it pretty special, doesn't it? Give us a call to pick it up, folks. We're talking 24-hour in a way I've never seen a 24-hour. Magnified date window. Seconds complication is this actual rotating gear down here at the bottom, which makes it pretty fun. All plated in black. It is an automatic for you as well. All solid stainless. 20 ATM Or is that 10? I can't read. 10. 100 meters water resistant. Really, really soft, genuine leather. Butterfly clasp on the back. You could see there on the crown it had the two interlocking swords, which is that E-Guard symbol. And this is the very last one. Look at that movement too. All the finishing and detail that's on there makes it really, really pleasing to the eye, doesn't it? Really nice watch. So again, we're gonna stay on E-Guard. It's a special day here on Brand Central, sharing with you lots of one-of-a-kinds. In this hour, it's all the last pieces we have from E-Guard. But let me remind you, everything brand new. Everything you see will come in custom E-Guard packaging with their instruction manuals, their warranties, signed, sealed, delivered. It takes about 3 to 4 days. We have to say 7 to 10, but truly, it takes about 3 to 4 to get your items home. Now, as we move on, this is one of my favorites because there's so many things about this that just kind of captivate you because it's not what you're used to seeing on a watch. The first of those, it's right there on the dial. You're probably staring at it right now, wondering what the heck it is. It's a stacked chronograph, and it's so unique because most chronographs have 3 subdials, some have 2, but they're typically at the 3, 6, 9 positions on the dial, or they're at the 6, 9, 12 positions on the dial, or if you just have 2 subdials, it's at the 3 and the 9. I mean, do you ever see a stacked chrono like this? How unique is that? And why? Another reason it's so big and popular, a chronograph, each of those hands have working and moving parts just like the main dial, right? It's just like the last watch, why we talked about more complications the better when it comes to investing in a timepiece. So there's a lot of stuff going on and working for each of those subdials. When you separate them out, it gives watchmakers a little bit more space to get their work done. You put a subdial at the 3, at the 6, at the 9, they're spread out as much as they can be, and each one has all of its own working and moving parts. All of a sudden, you take all 3 of those subdials and you cram them together on one side and you stack them. That means everything that's turning those hands on the inside of this watch has to move and shift to that part of the movement and that side of the dial. So you're taking something that's just so unique compared to so many other ones out there, so complicated to build a movement like this and to structure it in such a way, and yet they've done a phenomenal job. So I love the stacked chronograph. I also love the different textures. So on the left side of your subdials, you almost have a hammered finish. Then it's a smooth side on the right. I like the balance because a chronograph is stacked on the left. They put Civil E-Guard there on the right. And then I also like the way that the numbers are done. I really like the lines that connect your 12, 2, 4, and 6. Something really sleek about it. The watch feels perfectly balanced as well. And it reminds me almost of a Panerai shape. The tank style on this with the screws. And I'll tell you something, we had this watch in a lot of colors. They move quickly down to the final one here. Out of all the watches from E-Guard, this lands within my top 3. It might even land within my top 2, but I'm not sure if I'm thinking of every single E-Guard off the top of my head right now. So I know that this lands in my top 3. Pretty sure this is one of my top 2 favorite watches from E-Guard. Now, you've seen this in different colors. I mentioned that the stainless steel and blue version of this is already sold out. I actually wanted to bring that to you on the show today. I believe it was over the app that someone purchased the last one of that, so can't even bring it to you. So the blue is gone, but 2 options for you. I've got the last of the black and gunmetal. You're seeing it right here. I also want to bring you, though, we have the last of the black and red that is also on its way out the door. So I want to bring this one to you as well. The red on this is great. It's a nice fiery red, isn't it? All black ion plated, all black genuine leather. You know, I really like what eGuard does, and speaking with Elon, I really love the amount of time that is invested into the design process. It's not just about, oh, we have a movement, great, let's take this generic case, let's put some color on it, let's make a watch. He would rather spend 6 months dreaming up the perfect design of a watch than to just build them and to sell them. It's important to him. Every watch is designed with a purpose, designed with a plan. Lots of these eGuard timepieces are actually designed after Elon and the team were looking at a piece of artwork or a piece of architecture somewhere. So lots of inspiration from the arts behind this entire brand. And this one in particular I just love because of that stacked chronograph, the shape of the case, the round dial, a lot of features on this one that really just stand out to me and make me want to see more of it. And I get to see it, I get to feel it, I get to wear it. If I were you, this is the kind of watch that I would want to get home just so I could try it on the wrist, just so I could see how many compliments I get, just so I could see how much more I love it in person, because this, folks, is that kind of watch. It really is. Well, if you want to give us a call, grab some of these eGuards, do it sooner than later because, again, it's the last of these. It's the last of the brigade. We'll go back to the gunmetal one more time. The stainless, which one? In blue, right? Stainless and blue already sold out. Wow, we are down to the absolute final one in both of these. Some of them have small quantities, but for these two, we have one gunmetal and we have one black and red, and that is it. Johnny just saying again, reminder if you're just tuning in, it is our final call. It's the last of these eGuards, but everything brand new, boxed up, ready to go. All right, here we will be moving on. Going over to a limited edition. Oh yeah, I love this one too. The color combination on this one just gets me every time. I think I've seen now that just about every company's kind of caught on to this whole rose gold phase. You see rose gold in just about every color known to man. Rose gold stainless, rose gold black, rose gold red, rose gold blue, rose gold white, rose gold off-white, every color known to man. This always caught my attention because it's the first time I've actually seen a watch that was rose gold and gunmetal. And it was so refreshing to see. It's such a fantastic color combination. I mean, it really is. This is the kind that just catches my eye. Gunmetal is a little bit softer than black. Rose gold, obviously softer than yellow gold, which is why I think many of you like it. And there's something about it that to me just seems really, really special. Not to mention the dial on this one. You have so much going on here. Multiple layers on the dial. You've got your hammered finish, you have your smooth finish. The layers are actually three-dimensional, so it almost looks like a razor blade. I actually remembered. I always ask Johnny, I'm like, Johnny, what is that called again that looks like? I remembered. Almost looks like a razor blade that you could see is perfectly poised at a slant, so you actually are very easily able to tell the three-dimensional dial going on here. And then it is an automatic. We're talking Citizen Miyota automatics, folks. Elon, he said it multiple times, and I mean, he owns a watch company. He knows what's going on out there. He thinks that Citizen automatics are going to be one of the big heavy hitters kind of taking over the market now that ETA's pulled some of their movements off the market. So, off the open market, I should say. If you want ETA, you got to buy one of their brands. So with this one here, beautifully done automatic, and then you have the heartbeat on the front. And the way they structure just the bridges and the cage that automatic movement sets in there for the open aperture, it almost has a slight appearance of a tourbillon movement. It almost does. Love the rose gold and gunmetal together. We do have to move off of it though, because again, a friendly reminder for you folks, with these eGuards, just a few pieces left in stock. Last two that I brought you were the very final one. Johnny, this one here, do we have a few of them or down to the last one? What are we talking here for Navita? Two pieces and that is all. It is limited edition, so no matter what you're getting a low number, right? I mean, you can't go wrong when you're talking limited edition. But very last two pieces in stock. The way the seconds hand just so smoothly glides over the dial, the rose gold, the luminosity to it, knowing that you're getting one of the final two pieces. Now, it's been incredibly popular, and so has the little brother to it as well. This is also a limited edition. Oh, I'm sorry, so the first one, yes, first one limited edition. This one limited production. So the first one, they're telling you, hey, we're never building this again. It's a one-time build. Get it while it's here, get it while it's hot. When it's gone, it's gone. Limited production, they may decide down the road to build more. They may not, but they may. And because of that, the pricing is less. They keep the case molds just in case they decide to build more. I will tell you that we haven't heard of it, nor have we seen it. If we did, we probably would have kept these and just waited for our next shipment to come in, but it's really not happening with these. So what we're looking at here, same razor blade style, right? A bit simpler. You're not getting that open heartbeat on the front, right? So a bit simpler, but I will tell you it's what, half the price? And this one's been incredibly popular as well. And I think the reason is just because of that, because you're getting all that same detail and customization on the dial, and you're paying half the price. You're also still getting 20 ATM or 200 meters water resistant. The elongated date window is a nice touch. I love, is this crazy? I feel like if you love watches, you might understand where I'm coming from though. I love balanced watches. If you're gonna put something on the left side of the dial, put something on the right side. If you're gonna put something at the 12, put something at the 6. To me, a watch should just be balanced when you see it. And this one is. Because the razor blade and the multi-textures and layers and the red marking, all of that is on the right side of the dial. They switched the auto date, which is typically on the right, and moved it over to the left, and then elongated the date. I love that. I think it looks so good on this one. 83 pounds is what we're talking about. You could call us, you could text us, you could hop on the MyV app, and hey, I will tell you, when you go and browse the MyV app, you can actually watch the show live for free. You just click the little TV icon. I believe it's the upper left-hand corner of the app. Could be right. Either way, TV icon right on the main page, and you watch V Channel for free. So anytime, anywhere, no matter where you are, you don't have to type in the information to your TV subscriber provider. You literally just watch it. You could shop right there from the app. A lot of times as well, if you're wondering, hey, I wonder if they have other colors of that. Just scan the MyV app code right there on the screen. It'll bring not only the item up for you so you can see it one more time, it also brings up any of the items that are related. £83 is your price to get this one home. Is that low or what for what you're getting? Now I know we got a lot to show, and Johnny, I've been talking a lot, probably more than I should. Lots of timepieces coming up, so we are going to keep it rolling. Again, if you're just tuning in, everything on the show today, it's eGuard. It's all of our best sellers from eGuard. Well, some have already sold out, but everything right now we have is a bestseller. And I'll tell you something about these, not getting them back in stock. And again, all these come in their brand new boxes, instruction manuals, warranties, everything. All right, this is all black ion plated, $239 your price. I want to go from limited production Maris over to the Renegade because it's also the same price. And it's also in the IP. Ooh! Hello, I don't know if I actually ever had this one on the show. I don't think I did. And especially with the texture on this one, and then it's real carbon fiber, which, my goodness, you want to take a minute on YouTube and watch something really neat. Look up how they make carbon fiber, how they take these incredibly tiny, almost look like little fibers or hairs, and weave them all together to make it so strong, yet it's so light. It is incredible. And you've got carbon fiber right there on the dial. So same price as the last one, completely different look. I never even had this on the show. Typically what that means is the watch commander or someone brought it to you or Elon came to do a special. It sold out, all but one. Do we have one or two of this one? Just one in stock, so give us a call. That's a really cool dial. And to me, Renegade is actually the perfect name for it. Almost looks like armor coming over the top. You know what, and I don't know why, but it reminds me of a certain movie. Charlize Theron was in it. And they made a couple of them. And it was the movies that were about, what was it? It was something like some catastrophe had happened. So everyone that was left on Earth split up and each one had like a source from the Earth. So there was the civilization that had water, and water was their sacred source. And there was another one that had oil, and oil was their sacred source. What was that called? Do you know? And basically, Charlize Theron was like okay, I can't even think of names. She kind of became the hero at the end of it. Okay, now I gotta look this up. I cannot think of what it's called, but it reminds me of this so much because of all that. It almost looks like metal work on the dial under that carbon fiber, and it has this rough, rugged, tough look, and they wore all sorts of rough and rugged costumes. No, what was it called? You know what's so funny? I'm saying Charlize Theron, watch it not even be her. I am the worst. Don't think just because you live in LA that you... Oh, Mad Max! Mad Max. That's what it was. I was gonna say that don't think just because you live out here that you know everything about movies. I know nothing. And I'm actually the absolute worst when it comes to quoting movies. And you know how people are really good at it? Like literally really good. No matter what the moment is, they just know a movie quote to fit it. And they expect you to know, right? If someone says a movie quote, they expect you to know. They pause after so you could laugh or be like, oh, that's from blah, blah, blah movie. I'm the person that, oh, we're in conversation and you just say some off the wall movie quote. And I'm just like, and they're like, oh, you don't know what that's from. No idea what that's from at all. I never, ever know. It's really bad when they expect you to laugh because they think their timing was just perfect. And it probably was. The timing was probably perfect for that movie quote. I know nothing. Why? I can't. Johnny, do you remember movie quotes? I know nothing. I love watching movies, but I am just terrible at it. I don't know why, but don't try a movie quote on me. And we're talking ones that people should probably know. I feel like a lot of people quote movies like Dumb and Dumber. Nope. Couldn't tell you a single quote. All right. Just to remind you, in case you forgot, these are one-of-a-kind sales. I'm just gonna hold up a one, okay? One-of-a-kind sales. Last brand new timepieces in stock. Everything comes in original, brand new boxes with warranty, manufacturing, whatever it comes with, instructions, everything, okay? We have one left. We have just one of this one here behind me. Limited production, Renegade, $239, 83 pounds to get it home. And we have just one. Which one are you showing now? Oh, the Maris, for the same price. Just one. One of each of those, when they're gone, that is it. We're not getting these back. By the way, this is limited production. What we understand, what Elon has told us, they're not making any more of them. So it's literally a one-time build. What did you just say, Katie? One-time build, a one-time deal, and that is all. So To get these, please do give us a call. Let's get them home to you immediately. One of each, and that is it. Go ahead, take a close look. 239 for both of these. Then we got to move on, don't we? Ooh, limited edition Etta coming your way next. Well, you know me, I'm never against showing you an at a time piece, so I'm all about it. Now, if you're new to watches, when I'm saying something like at a time piece, we're talking about the engine inside of the watch, right? So you could have a company like eGuard. They do all the design, they do all the manufacturing, they do all the processing. But then when it comes to the actual engine, they go to the experts that have been building Swiss automatic movements for decades, and that is Etta. You've got Etta, you've got Sellita, then you've got companies, for example, like Rolex that build their own movements, right? But you have, when it comes to heavy hitters within Swiss Automatics, Etta is the big dog. But here's the other deal. Etta is now owned by Swatch Group, which owns roughly about 25 different watch brands. And they've decided, it's taken actually maybe 7-8 years now to really take effect, but they've decided that only their brands are going to be able to use Etta movements. So when you see a watch like this that has one of the oldest, one of the most prominent movements inside of it, and then I'll tell you something else about it. Because Etta's no longer letting independent watch brands like this use their movements or buy them, it makes something like this so rare, because eGuard will never again, unless something crazy changes or happens, eGuard will never be able to build this watch again. It's a one-time build. That's why it's a limited edition. They got a small number of these movements. They wanted to create something special just for this movement, and this is it. You're looking at an Etta 6498 movement. This is a movement that's big, hefty, substantial for an automatic. It was used in pocket watches. That's the kind of movement we're talking about. And it's actually a hand-wound movement. So when you get to automatics, that word is a little different, because you hear mechanical, you hear automatic, it's interchanged a lot. And let me go ahead and chat with you, and I can tell you what we're talking about here. So when you hear automatic, there's self-winding automatics, right? Or self-winding mechanical. And there's hand-wound, right? So a lot of times, if one that is self-winding, it works itself. That rotor moves, it powers the watch. That's typically what I refer to as an automatic. I mean, it is a fully functional automatic. You do nothing. And one like this, back in the day, it would be called mechanical, right? It's still an automatic, but the difference is it's a hand-wound automatic. You actually wind the crown. Can I tell you something though? You're gonna find yourself doing it all the time. If you're someone in a meeting, maybe you like to play with a pen. Like for me, I like to have something in my hand, right? Usually I play with a pen in a meeting. I don't have a pen, but let's say if I had my phone, oftentimes I go like this with a pen. I kind of spin it, I do something with it. You're gonna find yourself all the time spinning this crown and just winding this crown. You just are. My mama always told me I need to not have a little something like that to do. Like, Katie, just sit still. I don't know what it is. I do something like that a lot. But this is the kind of thing that you'll find yourself in meetings winding. Maybe as you're thinking, it becomes the thing that you move as you're thinking about something or daydreaming about something. But you'll find yourself winding this all the time. And I love what Elon said. He was like, how great is it, though, to gift a watch that the person has to wind? Because every time they wind it, they'll be thinking about you. I think that's really special, but you're gonna find yourself whining all the time. I remember when Elon got here, he had one of these on. Literally, first words to him were, "Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you." And he's just sitting there going like this as I'm talking to him. He's already winding his watch. So really, really great. Something else about this, it is found in some big time exclusive limited edition watches. Johnny, help me out. We haven't shown this in a while, but this ETA 6498 is found in what? A Panerai? Limited edition tag? In an Omega. Panerai, limited edition tag in an Omega. All have this movement. We've also had DeBaccaris on the show as well with the same movement, okay? So you're talking a popular one. You're talking one that people love, people want to see, people are all about. And those are some big brands to house this movement that you're going to be paying way more for. I mean, come on, limited edition tag in Omega, you're not going to find that under £1,000 like you're finding it here. Is this the very last one? Very last one. We're not talking 2 or 3 of these in stock. Very final one. It's rose gold. It's beautifully done. Go ahead, take another close look at it. This is a special one. This, I do believe, I know I like the Navita, I know I like the Brigade, I like some of the others. This is my all-time favorite from eGuard. It's just so unique, it's so different, it's so special. And again, ETA, almost impossible to get. Unless you're gonna go buy a Harry Winston, a Rado, a Longines, an Omega, a Tissot. Unless you're gonna buy one of those that's actually owned by Swatch, it's gonna be real hard for you to get a timepiece with an ETA movement. And all those brands I just mentioned, by the way, you know what they all have in common? Boy, oh boy, are they expensive. All right, I mentioned which one, Johnny? Okay, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Because this is an auto, we're talking the ETA 6498, such a pristine automatic too. We want to bring you all the autos that we have, okay? So it's your 6498, limited edition, rose gold, 20 some layers of gold on this. It's like 5 times the amount you typically see on a watch. So I want to bring you to another limited edition. Here we go. New automatic movements from Citizen. About half the price and you're still getting rose gold and gunmetal, and it's still a limited edition. So if you want to pick up a LE and you want it to be rose gold, gosh, this has got to be probably your best bet that you're going to find. This is a good deal on this one here. That's right, and don't forget we did kick it off with the multifunction Vantage timepiece. So don't forget about that. 106. By the way, did you see that price pop up? When you're talking about one that's an automatic, it has so many different complications, so many different things going on with it. That's pretty insane, isn't it? You have your gear that's working as your second hand. You could see the crossing swords there on the side for the crown. That's the eGuard emblem. And then you have one of the most unique 24-hour indicators I have ever seen. Actually, I take that back. It is the most unique 24-hour indicator I've ever seen. It is an automatic. Again, we're talking the all-new automatic movements from Citizen. Magnified date window on this one as well. This one's got it all. Now at the top you have 3 numbers. The very top is going to be your item number. Below that, give us a call on the 0845 number or send us a text message to the 0200 number. But you gotta move quickly. All right, we want to go back to the Adoro, because if you're liking the look of the Adoro, which if you're just tuning in, let's just remind you what this one's all about. Plus, it's my favorite, so I like talking about it. More than 20 layers of rose gold. One of the oldest ETA movements. And when I say old, yours is not old. It just is this is a movement that's storied. It's got history. They've been building it for decades. 6498 movement. Really nicely done. Limited edition from eGuard. So if you're loving this one, Johnny's got another one in mind for you as well. $303 your price on that one, by the way. For that much gold, I mean, that's just about solid. When you're talking 20, 25 layers of gold, holy cow. And then this one here is called the Shade. So if you were loving that look of the Adoro, but thinking, gosh, just not really in the price point, not really in the budget of what I was hoping for, this is the perfect one for you. You could almost refer to it as the little brother, right? Similar look, it's got the second subdial, multi-layer, the dual time, rose gold, same deep chocolate brown, but instead of $899 or whatever the Adoro was, you're looking at $249 to get this one home. So big fan of this one because I'm all about giving you options. And yeah, me too. I love the Adoro. I love what it's all about. I love that ETA movement that's inside there. I love the amount of gold, love the style of it. But at the end of the day, price doesn't work for everyone. And trust me, if someone knows about budgeting, I'm all about it right now. First mortgage payment is coming up, and man, that is scary. I feel like it, but I've asked some people, and I think everyone goes through it when you see your name on that big of a bill, and it's like, holy cow. So I get it. If that Adoro is in your budget, do it. It's such an incredible watch, and the only timepieces I've seen with that same ETA movement are 3, 4, 5 times the price. But if that's not in your budget, but you love the style of it, you love how classy it is, you love the espresso brown with the rose gold, well, folks, I feel the same way. I love it too. This is the perfect option. So I love giving you options. I love being able to show you big brother, little brother, and something super similar. Because what I don't like to do is tell you all about this watch, and then you're like, Katie, great, I love it. How am I going to afford that? I want to be able to give you options, and that's what this one is. And what I love about it is they didn't skip. Look, you still even get the all rose gold push button butterfly clasp on the back. You get genuine leather. Notice even the back of your watch is rose gold. Do you see that? Even the back of the case is done in rose gold on this one here. Limited production. It's called the Shade. Johnny, how many of this do we have? 2 pieces in stock. Only 2 pieces. So give us a call right away. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're taking a look at all of the eGuards that we have that are about to sell out. So it's the final 1, 2, maybe 3 pieces of each of these watches. And when they're gone, and that's it. So we're going from a watch that's definitely a hybrid of a sports and dress timepiece. And now we want to go on to a retrograde watch. And again, we are moving quite quickly on these guys, but it's because not very many of these in stock. So I can't spend a lot of time on it. Really got to move quickly. This one here stands out, doesn't it? From the shape of it, which, by the way, talk about the big brother, little brother. The William Shatner Passages collection that is somewhere around 1,000 pounds, same shape as this one here. And this one's about 800 pounds less. So if you've loved that William Shatner limited edition collection that we've brought you before, pick up the Fortitude because it's very, very similar. Of course, it's not limited edition, doesn't have William Shatner's signature, but if it's the shape that you were loving of it, here it is for you for much, much less. So this one here, I remember Elon telling us this one inspired by the work of Salvador Dali. And it's retrograde, it's dual time, and it's 24-hour. So what you're looking at is the top subdial is your retrograde auto date, which, can I tell you something, that is rare to see. When you see retrograde, it's typically day of the week, 24-hour indicator, but an auto date retrograde is so unbelievably rare. Actually, I don't even think I've ever shared with you a watch before that has an auto date retrograde. So that's what you have at the top. At the bottom, it's your dual time. It's your retrograde dual time. And then notice you even have a 24-hour indicator there as well. Now, what does retrograde mean? Instead of, like you're seeing your seconds hand there, going a full 360-degree rotation, retrograde is going to go from left to right, and when it gets to the end, it's going to fly back. And why this is so crazy is because watches are built to go clockwise, right? Everything on a watch works the same direction. Everything moves in the same direction. Everything moves 360 degrees. So when you take that and all these inner parts work together, and then all of a sudden you take something that goes complete opposite of what a watch typically does, instead of going 360 degrees, it goes about 180, and then, oh, by the way, on top of that, it's going to go counterclockwise. It adds so much to a watch because that movement has so much more going on inside to be able to make all of that function together. And not only do you have one retrograde, but you have two. And you still have a 24-hour clock. And you've got a great shape and style to this one. I mean, it is special. Can I tell you something, by the way? Even if you tried to purchase this one through eGuard, it is sold out. They're out of stock. They don't even have this one. They can't even sell it to you. We're the only place that has this eGuard available. That is it. And we have what, one of this or two? Did you already tell me and I already forgot? Okay, we had two. We're down to just one of this now. And that's it. Down to just one. That's it. So not only did eGuard sell out, but when we sell out here, we have the actual final one of this watch that is available. That is it. So give us a call. I love the color combo. It's that great medium gray, counteracts with the white, all in the black backdrop. As retro as it comes, right? I mean, just absolutely stunning. Not retro as opposed to retrograde. Two different things. Retro in style, and yes, it's got retrograde as well. Really, really fun timepiece. Go ahead, take a look at this one. I'm a big fan. If you are as well, well, folks, you've got one left. So you've got to be the one to jump on this immediately. They are limited production of 125 pieces. Even Elon saying it's our most unique case style. Most unique case style, and it really is. And I think that's why I love it, because it does stand out. Unique is good in watches. I really like when things are unique in timepieces. Wow, can you believe we only have about 10 minutes of the show left to go? How fast time flies by when you are selling timepieces on a one-of-a-kind sale, I'll tell you what. All right, it looks like we're gonna try and go through everything one final time, right? All right, one last time to go. So if you were thinking about eGuard, this is the perfect time. This is the time to do it. When these pieces sell, they are gone, they're sold out, and that is it. So they're absolutely timepieces you gotta move quickly on. They're not ones that I would just wait and hang out and think something was gonna happen and we were magically gonna get more. This is the kind that, nope, when it's gone, it's gone. All right, starting with our limited production Vantage. This one's probably the most unique in just all the functions on the dial. From the magnified date, to the gears, to the 24-hour, and it's an automatic on top of that. Definitely really unique in how I'm seeing this. Love the see-through exhibition case back on this as well. And all the stainless. Really well done in what I'm seeing here. And I'll tell you something else, folks. Very, very final one, and 106 gets it home to you. And 106 to have that many complications on a watch, that is something. And I want to remind you, as I'm going through all these, I know we've got callers on the line, but I can't see necessarily what you're getting until it confirms. So what I will say is congratulations to those of you who are on the line. You're so smart picking these up, because I'm telling you, we're not getting them back. Like I said, if you even go on eGuard's website, they are out of stock. If they don't even have them, how on earth are we going to get them, right? So those of you shopping, I applaud you, because I don't think you're going to be seeing these again. Civil eGuard is what we're talking about here, and it's the Brigade timepiece. It's the Stat Chronograph. This one unique as well. Unique is just such a good word to really tell you about eGuard, because every watch they try and do something that visually is just different from the hundreds of thousands of other watches that are on the market. And the Stat Chronograph is much different. Great look to it, isn't it? This one all gunmetal in black, genuine leather, butterfly clasp. I remember asking Elon about that. I was like, gosh, Elon, something I love, no matter if the watch is 200 pounds or 2,000 pounds, you put these butterfly clasps on every watch, which I love a butterfly clasp, especially on leather. And he's like, yeah, because we know that everyone wants them, that they love them, that they're better quality, so we're gonna do it no matter what the price of the watch. And I love that you're getting upgraded premium additions to timepieces, even when the watch is easy pay for 99 pounds. All right, one gunmetal and that's it, right? And one black and red. We did sell out of the blue that was available. So just one gunmetal and one black and red, and that is it. All right. After the Brigade, we're going to keep it rolling here. If you want a stacked chronograph, not only is this the only stacked chronograph we have from eGuard, it's the only stacked chronograph I have ever seen. I remember asking Elon, like, where did you even find this? He's like, they make them. It's just a lot of companies don't know what to make it look like on the dial or how to really balance it and make it look right. So I think they did a phenomenal job of designing this watch in a way to really showcase that stacked chrono. 99 pounds gets us home to you. We're gonna keep it going here. Again, everything brand new, it's just we're down to the final pieces of each of these items. Here we go. Gunmetal, rose gold. Is this not a great color combination or what? You've got your heartbeat there, a carbon fiber-esque dial with the razor blade layer on top, and it literally looks like a blade the way that's cut, right? Limited edition timepiece. Big fan of the gunmetal style. Rotating bezel, good chunky look to this. Already sold out of different Navitat timepieces. It is a limited edition, so this is a guaranteed one-time build, and that is it. Guaranteed one-time build, beautifully done. Sapphire crystal on all these, and I'll tell you something else. I like rose gold in just about any shape, form, or fashion. But rose gold and gunmetal, it gives such a masculine look. It's not a look that a woman, I don't think, could pull off. It's very much gunmetal rose gold is masculine. So it's taking gold and making it sporty, because for a while with yellow gold really was just a dress watch, right? You don't really have a sporty yellow gold. But rose gold, because it is softer and they almost did a matte type of finish on this, it very much is sporty, especially when you get that multi-layered dial. It's that hammered, almost carbon fiber look. I mean, you really almost can't get more sporty than this. Limited edition, give us a call. Final one in stock. We do have the little brother to it. So if you're loving that, it's just not really quite your price range. Well, what about a nice diver to bring you? 200 meters water resistant. The last one, a diver as well. This one here, the difference is you're not going to have that open heartbeat of the automatic movement on the front of the watch. But as far as the case, the shape, the size, the band on this one, of course not stainless, it's going to be a rubber strap on it, which is really perfect for diving. But the little brother in the sense that the case is the same. It's just different color combos, a little bit different look on the dial with that elongated date window. But I'll tell you what, like we said before, I love this about eGuard, that you really could get that you could get items that have a similar look to something 4 times the price and get it for something as low as this. Really, really big fan of that. So same price as that. If you're loving the black ion plated watches, this one here, all black dual time, the only all black dual time we have from eGuard. Real carbon fiber on the dial. It's got such a great, almost stealth armor stainless crossover motif that happens there on top of the carbon fiber. I mean, this is just your rough, rugged, tough watch, right? All the nails and screws that are right there holding that bezel in place. It's just a sturdy timepiece. That's what this is. That's what it's meant for. It's part of the Morris collection. 83 pounds to get it home. To be all covered in black, to have genuine leather, there's your push button butterfly clasp I was telling you about. You're gonna find it on all of them. I mean, what this one has is just tremendous. It really is special. Give us a call to grab us and get it home. Just one of this, right, Johnny? Just one in stock. At the beginning of the show, I talked about how some watches had 2. It doesn't look like anything has 2. Definitely nothing has 3. Yeah. Consider everything you've seen on this hour one of a kind. So if you're thinking about it, this is your absolute last chance to get these watches. Just a couple minutes to go here, and that is it. The Doro just takes the cake. You're talking over 20 layers of rose gold. The same ETA 6498 movement that's found in your limited edition tag, that's found in your Panerai. I mean, the prices that you are going to pay for those watches with the same movement are just absurd compared to what you're getting here. Please do give us a call sooner than later if you want to get this home. Yeah, if you like the same look as the Adoro, grab the very last shade we have in stock. It really is a great piece, isn't it? Same exact look, even similar textures there on the dial. Love the amount of rose gold and genuine leather. So do grab the shade. This is one that we did have a couple of, but we are down to the very final one. And again, my apologies if something sells out. As we're rocking and rolling, we just wanted to recap everything, bring you item numbers one last time. But it is important to jump on the line immediately. It's not something that you could just wait on, hang out, think about, because things do not last like that, friends. So you do have to move rather quickly on those. All right, and that is going to wrap up our one-of-a-kind eGuard special. I want to remind you, for everyone shopping, you will get all the eGuard warranties, instruction manuals, brand new eGuard boxes. Everything comes wrapped up. Everything is brand new. It's just the very last ones in stock. Dual retrograde, if you want to pick it up, please do give us a call on that immediately. That is going to wrap up this hour. Thank you so much for shopping with us. Check out the app and search eGuard to see everything we have eGuard, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.